Ideogram 2.0 is absolutely insane for creating quote colouring pages, as we can see just here. Now, what we're going to do in today's video is take a look at these. I'm also going to share all of the prompts. Then I'm also going to show you how you can take all of these prompts, go over to ChatGPT and create even more quote colouring prompts. So let's go ahead and take a look at these. I have a few different ones just here. This one's for Halloween, this one's for Christmas, this one's for Christmas as well, another Halloween and another Christmas, as Q4 is just around the corner. Now, all of these are on my public profile, so if you want to come and check these out, I'll leave a link for my profile down in the description. Now, the great thing about version 2.0 is that the colouring pages are pretty flawless. So if we go ahead and take a look at one of these, this says wickedly cute, and as we can see, this is practically flawless. There's no mistakes in this whatsoever. Now, if we want to take a look at the prompt is just here as well. And again, all of these are going to be free on my public profile. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at some more. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Spooky and snuggly. Then we have a ghost in a blanket with a cup of hot chocolate and some marshmallows. There's some little hearts surrounding the design as well, along with some little bats. And again, this is absolutely flawless. I'm really impressed with version 2.0. Now, as we can see, we can create the colouring pages, which look pretty good, but you can also create the covers as well. So if we take a look at this, this is Creep It Cozy, an adorable Halloween colouring book. Now, the way to do this is to create your colouring pages first, and then take the prompt, and then add colour to the prompt. So this says a colouring page design. You could have a colouring book cover design, then add colour to all the necessary elements within this prompt. So that's actually really easy to do as well. Now, if we take a look at the rest, we have these Christmas ones. So much fun. You'll be sorry. So that one I actually used as a cover and I turned it into this. Again, just by adding colour in that prompt. Then we have Slay All Day, Fleece Navidad, so a little play on words then there, and Cookie Crew. And again, if we take a look at these, they're just absolutely flawless. I now think that version 2.0 in Ideogram is now my favourite place to create colouring pages. Now let's take a look at these last ones as well just here, and then we'll go over to ChatGPT and I'll show you how to take these prompts and to come up with new prompts with new quotes. Now, quick side note, I am actually in the process of creating a GPT to create these colouring page prompts. Now, I do believe that it will be ready next month, maybe the middle of the month or the end of the month. And when I have created it, I am going to be adding it to my ultimate colouring page prompt generator. Now, my ultimate colouring page prompt generator is actually back and it's going to be available until the 27th of November. No, of September. Currently, we have the Line Art GPT, the Grayscale GPT, the Mandala GPT, I really need to take that date out, and the King GPT. So what these do, the line art will create line art prompts, the grayscale prompts, the mandala is mandala prompts, then the King GPT is a combination of all of these. But again, once I've created the quote colouring page prompt generator, I'm also going to be adding it in here as well. So if you want to come and check this out, there will be a link for this down in the description. Just be aware that the colouring page quote prompt generator is not yet ready, so you will not find it in the ultimate colouring page prompt generator. Now, let's go back to looking at these. We can see this looks pretty flawless as well. This looks really, really good. And as we can see, Ideogram now does an amazing job at creating these quote colouring pages. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely flawless. Flirty and frightening. So, how can we take these prompts over to ChatGPT and create new and unique colouring page prompts which we can then use. So what we want to do is come over to ChatGPT, create a brand new chat, and then we're going to say to it this. So it says, I am a colouring book publisher and create colouring books using AI. I need help with creating prompts that will be used for creating the images. I'm going to give you some example prompts and I want you to create similar prompts in the same style and with a new quote. Do you understand? Just respond with yes, and it's put yes. So now what we want to do is add this. So it says example prompts. So these ones are taken from, let's scroll down, just here. So I've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've taken these 5 prompts. We've got them here as the example prompts, as we can see. Then after that, all that we want to put is, please use the same style, structure, and the same elements. Only change the scene and the quote. Now give me a new idea / prompt, and if we click enter, we're going to get a brand new prompt with this same structure with a completely different quote. So let's just give this a second, and there we go. So now what we can do is take this, we're going to copy, come back over to Ideogram, we're going to paste that in there, we're going to keep magic prompt on, we want version 2.0. So on the model just here, make sure to enable 2.0 because again, this is probably one of the best updates that Ideogram has had. Then what we're going to do is click on this little arrow. So right here, 2.0 uses 2 credits. Now what we can do is click on rendering, click on fast, and now that's going to lower that to only 1 credit. Then what we're going to do is click generate. I'll make sure this is on public and let's go and see what this turns out like. Now if we come back over to here to get more, all we have to do is simply put another, just like that. We're going to give it a second and then we have another brand new prompt. Now let's head on back over to Ideogram and let's go ahead and take a look at this. So that one, not too good. This one looks a lot better. Look at that. This looks really good. Gingerbread on the run. Now, some of this isn't perfect. We can see that there's not enough detail in these, but we could edit that out when we create the books. But nonetheless, that looks pretty good. Now, let's come back to here. Let's take this one as well. Let's copy this. Let's come back over to here. Let's plug that in there as well. Let's click generate. Let's go back to here. Let's take this one. Let's just remix this. Let's turn this all the way up because this is the one that we want. We'll click generate. We'll get rid of that as well. Just like that. We'll go back and there we go. We now have 4 little colouring pages. Now let's go back. Let's take a look at this one as well. It seems to added a little bit of colour in here. But there we go, that one's not very good. This one looks a lot better. This looks pretty good. And so does this one. So that's how you can use all of these prompts just here. Now it will take a little bit of time doing it this way because once you get your prompt and come over to Ideogram, you want to do your quality control and make sure that the colouring pages look good. So this one we wouldn't use, this one we possibly could. So let's just remix this as well, like so. And what we can also do is now use the magic prompt just here. I think that's practically the same, but what we can do is input that one, click on, get rid of that, click generate and see what we get. But that's what it's all about. It's all about testing, seeing what you can create and making the best quality colouring pages that you can. But nonetheless, come through, have a little play with this, take all of these prompts just here because again they are on my public profile, then come over to ChatGPT and give this a go. And hopefully I will have my quote colouring page prompt generator all up and ready for next month. Now let's take a look at this one really quick. There we go, this one looks the best out of all of them. But nonetheless, come through, check out all of these prompts and use them however you please. Now, if you found this video helpful at all, then please consider giving me a like, as it really helps out the channel. And if you're not too sure what to watch next, click right here and watch this playlist.